Morning all, Ellie here again. This is the final video in this series surrounding mental health in the workplace. I know, I'm really sad too, but I promise I won't be gone for long. Thank you so much for tuning in over the previous weeks. It really has been an absolute pleasure engaging with all of you. So in this video, I'm going to list the things that we can actively do to improve our mental health when working remotely and non-remotely. A lot of these suggestions are really good for both working situations. The NHS website, linked to the exact sections in the body of this post, is where we have discovered this advice. So the first one is make a dedicated workspace. I think this one is really important. If you are working at home, if you can, the ideal situation is to have a completely separate room, like an office or something, so that when you start and you finish work, you can leave all the work in there. And when you leave, the rest of your house hasn't become a workspace too. That's quite important, and that will really help separate the two places, work and home, and make you feel a little bit more in control. Secondly, we've got to give yourself a break. Now, this can mean two things. Cut yourself a little bit of slack, but also to ensure that you have regular breaks, and be quite rigid as well, because this is really important, not to overstress yourself. We all need a little bit of time out, and I think we think in our heads that we have to work solidly, but actually to be the most productive and the best for your well-being as well, is much better to take a break, go and get some fresh air, go and make a drink. You'll actually work better, and it'll really improve your mental health too. The third one is stay connected. In times where it's been less socially acceptable to see people, making sure you are ringing, Zoom calling, FaceTiming your colleagues is vital now more than ever. It will help you feel a little bit less isolated, and you might feel kind of more together if you're doing the face-to-face stuff and the phone calling stuff as opposed to emailing. Fourthly, we have setting boundaries. Boundaries are vital in order for us to be happy. Setting strict boundaries that we don't deviate from will ensure that we have a routine, which is much better for our mental health. And the fifth one is thinking longer term. I quite like this one because this is about your mindset. Keeping focused that this situation is not going to be forever and that it will change will really help you get through these difficult times. So thinking longer term, have that in your head. And the last one that the NHS website have come up with is being kind to yourself. I really like that one. I think we spend a lot of time being really tough on ourselves, hard, harsh. We haven't done enough, we're not good enough, no. Be nice to yourself, give yourself a pat on the back and cut yourself a little bit of slack. I think the kinder we are, the easier we will find things and the happier we will be as well. Now, one thing I did just want to add on to the end of that, something that came into my mind, was to limit the amount of time that we spend on social media looking specifically at things to do with the pandemic. There will be lots of mixed opinions on it, and if you aren't feeling great mentally, the negative comments are more likely to affect your mental well-being. That's what I found anyway. So stay away from social media platforms if you aren't feeling mentally strong enough. Well, I hope this list has given you practical advice that you can implement to improve your mental health during these times. Likewise, going back over all of the other videos, I hope there have been some other interesting takeaways for you too. Stay tuned for more vlogs regarding mental health and other topics after Christmas. Stay safe. Bye for now.